just what to do. And I'm so sick of playing. But it's hard to agree with you. Losing this game, I can't afford to be losing this game. And I know you deserve respect. Losing my mind, can't find the words, no, I can't seem to find. I'm really trying again. Reason and take your time and choose. Whether we win or yellow, whether we did or should know. Leave me now, cause we're about to lose. Whether we buy or have no, whether we stay or jello. Sometimes, honey, me. You put a little bit of gasoline. I burned out so sweet. Come a little closer. Here's the disclosure. Do you mind to quit your pretending? Truth or false, the shit never ending. Hear me now and stop condescending. You see, I'm begging you, hear me begging. If you seek for love, don't try to hide it. Find it deep inside and try to hide it. If there's a way, I wanna know we tried it. Quit your games and now that you deny it. Losing this game, I can't afford to be losing this game. And I know you deserve respect. Losing my mind, can't find the words, no, I can't seem to find. But I'm really trying again. Reason and take your time and choose. Whether we green or yellow, whether we deep or shallow. Leave me now, cause we're about to lose. Whether we buy or hello, whether we step or jolo. I got move and make amends, but can't go through the same regrets. It could feel so good on mine. Out of my love, I gave. And I know you deserve respect. Somewhere on the sea, it got a little longer, so it seems. I burned out, so to speak. Now come a little closer. I feel a little light in the light track.
We laugh. Like I always say.
Good evening. Good evening. Hello, everyone. I am Danie, the Juiceologist, and I want to thank anyone who has joined us today for participating in our monthly podcast of Mindset Matters and More with me, Danie, the Juiceologist. So thank you. There could be a million things that you could be doing, and if you are here watching or listening, it is greatly appreciated. So thank you for joining us on tonight. So I'm Danie, and we have our super producer, Kay.
Hello.
Yep, she is the one who creates all the magic behind the scenes, in addition to magic in a whole lot of other ways. For example, I just want to give her a shout out for creating the stickers.
The small one, not the big one.
Yeah, not the logo, but she created the stickers for all of the juices. So really, really grateful for super producer Kay, because she does a lot of things other than videography and photography that supports Danie's natural juice blends. So Thank you, Super Producer K. We love you.
Oh, you're welcome. Jana Marshall says hello.
That's my baby girl. Hi, Jana.
Well, thanks for
for
tuning in,
joining
Jana.
us and watching.
All right. Well, Danie, I know you had a market today. How'd it go?
Whew. So, yeah, on Wednesdays from 7 a.m. until 1 p.m., Danie's is at the City of Chicago Pullman City Farmers Market located on the corner of 110th and Cottage Grove. So that's just one block south of 111th. If you're coming from 94 at the viaduct, you're going to make a left turn. So it's right there on Cottage Grove. And it was nice weather today. So we had a good
turnout.
Good turnout. Nice weather, especially considering the last few days. We've had a lot of rain. So
shout out to Kelly Bryant. She says, "Hey, Danie, this is Kelly, Cynthia's
Kelly.
wife."
Kelly is from Synergy Bakes.
Hey, Kelly.
They make fantastic cheesecake in a jar.
Another shout out to Ruth Wilson.
Ruthie.
Hey, Ruth.
I love Ruthie.
Oh, Lincoln Johns. What's up, cuz? Just showing you a little love and support.
That's my little cuz, although we're all grown now. But you'll always be my little cousin. I'm the big cousin. So thank you guys for watching. So yeah, today's market was pretty good. Tomorrow, we have a market, the Austin City Market, which is facilitated by 40 Acres Fresh Market. And that market is from 1 to 6 p.m. And the address is 5610 West Lake Street. And so I'll be out there as well as other vendors. I think there's a Supreme Bean Pie. There is Big Tasty Treats. We've got Thank God for Raw Vegetarian. And of course, the 40 Acres Fresh Market, which they're in the process of building a store. So,
I like 40 Acres. When I was at the Austin, was it Austin? Yeah, when I was there last time, I purchased some items from her. So fresh and delicious. So I like it.
So it's a good market, and that market really needs support. So if you are available between 1 and 6, come out and support the local vendors and grab you some tasty treats, including some 100% all natural cold pressed juice made by Danie's.
Absolutely.
Yep.
All right. So Danie, what are we talking about today? We don't want to waste people's time. What do we have? What are you thinking?
Well, there were a couple of things that I wanted to talk about. But I really want to take this opportunity, since we do have a few people on the line, to ask for our listeners to please engage. Ask some questions. Allow us to share some of your testimonials. Those of you who have participated in juice cleanses, or those of you who order juice, or if you visited and had juice at a farmer's market, please share your experience. But today,
wait, I got to stop you because your daughter Jana says, "I'm so proud of you, mommy."
Oh, yeah. And so you know what? I think we'll go ahead and start there. Thank you, Jana, for being proud of me, because one of the things that I kind of wanted to talk about today, last time we met, we talked about fear. And so today I really wanted to talk about courage.
Okay.
And practicing courage, the opposite of fear, and moving forward despite the fear is an act of courage. And so, for my daughter to say that, she's proud of me, it really, really means a lot, because it takes a lot of courage to step out. Someone said to me today, I met a young man who helps his mom run a not-for-profit, and they provide healthy options, healthy food options, to be specific, to the youth. And they wanted to interview me and kind of see if we could do some collaboration, which, of course, I'm all game for. And so in our conversation, he asked me, how do you sit out here and hope that people come and purchase your product? And I told him, that's a really good question, because it really is and has been an act of courage to step out on faith and put all of the energy that I've put into building this business. But that comes from the courage that I have. And I have to fight my way through this all the time. Right. I always, struggle with feelings of, am I doing the right thing? I struggle with feelings of, am I enough? Like, I'm just like anyone else. I always have, something over here saying, you're never going to make it, like that cartoon. Those of you who are in my age range may remember that cartoon. So, I have those thoughts of, do you have what it takes? Is the climate going to sustain and support all the efforts that have been put into growing this business, and it takes a lot, and I find myself tired. We got Big Juicy. Those of you who follow me on Instagram saw the new juicer that, Danie's was able to purchase. But the demand, continues to come in, and I'm grateful. I thank God for, for that overflow. But it continues to be a lot, and I have to, go beyond the feelings of fear and walk through the fear, practicing some courage when I'm not sure what's going to happen. When I am sitting at this market and I'm so sorry, that's my brother.
Tell him he's supposed to be tuning in.
Yeah, Byron, I am so sorry. I'm live and I should not have answered the phone, but I love you and happy birthday to you. I'll call you back.
Oh, happy birthday.
Bye.
Since we have a break, from Faye Grady, she says, I'm a monthly subscriber, and my husband and I have seen a significant change in our digestive issues, energy level and sleep habits, and the juices are most importantly, are delicious. Faye.
Thank you, Faye.
And then one question for you from Kelly. Danie, can you make juices that cater to toddlers? I prefer to give our baby cold pressed juice and not that boxed stuff. Oh, so you're saying strawberry lemonade can be given to toddlers?
Yes. So strawberry lemonade is one of the newest juices from our summertime Shy line. We do have 4 juices that are part of that line. And this one, strawberry lemonade, which is made with all natural watermelon, strawberries, a little lemon, and a little lime, has demonstrated to be not just a favorite for adults, but a favorite for children. And it's packed with, again, vitamins, nutrients, a lot of antioxidants. There's not a lot of sugar. So it's all natural sugar, which, breaks down in our body differently. So we will not have children or toddlers bouncing off the walls. So it's a really good choice for children. And again, coming to the farmers markets, the babies walk up to my station and they automatically begin to point at the strawberry lemonade.
Okay.
They really love it.
But can I have my juice back, please, though?
Oh yeah, this is for Super Producer K. You left it sitting here, it might be gone. And please forgive me. My brother just had a birthday and he was not available for phone calls. And so when he called, I had to take the opportunity to wish my brother Byron a happy birthday.
Devaro Wilson.
That I answered that call.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you. It's okay. Devaro Wilson says, hey, Danie.
Hello. Hi, Loren. That said Loren, right?
No, Devaro.
Okay.
Am I pronouncing it correctly?
Probably. I think it's Loren.
Okay. This is Devaro Wilson on here, but I digress. Anyhow.
So I'm going to go back to what I was talking about, which was moving despite the fear, moving forward with the act of courage despite the fear. And so it's a progression of doing the things that I need to do, doing the things that we need to do, because I'm really, really grateful to say Danie's has grown. I'm not doing this alone. The importance of having a team is something that has been forefront for me in building this business this year. And I remember at the beginning of the year, I took a ladies' trip, and I facilitated it, and we did vision boards. And what came out for me at the center of the vision board that I created was a team. So being a person who comes from being able to or living in the belief that like I could do everything myself, one of the things that I realized that was really a limiting belief was thinking that I could do everything myself.
Yeah.
Because I can't. For one, there are, this isn't the main reason, but one of the reasons is there aren't enough hours in the day for me to do all of the things that need to be done in order to run a successful business. But secondly, I don't know everything. I'm a juiceologist. I make good juice. I can talk about my product. I can share the benefits of the product. I can make recommendations. I can coach you through using juice as a ways and as a mechanism for changing your eating habits and changing your lifestyle. As a certified group fitness instructor, I can walk you through, some things in that way that would, help you to release some weight and tone up and, build some muscle. So, those are things that I'm comfortable in, as a professional, because I do have a license as the profession that I practice. I'm comfortable in that, but I'm not the best marketer. I am new to Instagram, so I don't know how to do all the things on social media. I don't know how to come up with the best marketing and strategic planning. And so a team is really, really important. And it's been a process of courage for me, looking for those people, being open, praying, meditating, asking for, what I believe this business needs in order to, flourish and manifest into the vision that I have for it. And so I'm just really grateful because through those things, I have had different individuals be placed in my life as coaches, as mentors, as peers, as just angels that have come in and that have helped. And, being open and not practicing living with the fear of someone hurting, someone stealing, all those different things that could happen, but instead being open and trusting that the right people have been placed to help. And so, that in itself has also been an act of courage. I'm just really grateful to have come to the place to know, like, I cannot possibly do everything. I have to hand some things over, be willing to share my ideas, and just be willing and open to trust others, and also to share information.
So I've got, it was Lauren.
I know.
Okay, I didn't know.
That's
and
okay.
he says, do it scared. Danie's juice gave me energy, and that's how I got involved. He said he was tired all the time and he needed help. I'm sorry. My apologies.
That's
she.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Yes, she. And so, I just wanted to put that out there because, you testimonies.
Thanks, Loren. Yeah. Thank you, Loren. I think the last thing I was talking about was even sharing information. We always hear there's enough for everyone, and abundance is limitless. And so that's, something that I've really had to work on because I've been faced with others coming to me asking me, how do you do this? And I've gone through my struggles with practicing some courage and trusting, that it's okay because so many people have given and have deposited and have shared, how they've gotten to where they are. And so there just been a lot of things for me to work on as an individual. And so thank you, Jana, for being proud of me, because it's not easy to have practiced a completely different profession, for as long as I have, and then to wake up one day and have this very strong desire to serve my community, to serve others, to share the information, the experiences that I've had from, drinking natural juice, moving away from, the centrifugal juices into the cold pressed juice, which is where we are now, because it has really helped to change my life, and having the value that I have for it and the passion that I have for it, and just for helping others. And so to kind of shift, has truly taken an act of courage. I have some big decisions to make, but I am going to walk through the fear and practice some courage, because I truly believe that I am at the point where I have to make a choice. Am I going to live in my purpose? And what has been put before me, I believe, is purpose.
All right, we have a couple of questions.
Thank you guys for the questions. I love questions and comments.
So Jana says, what about your new juice, Peachy Clean? Is that beneficial to children?
Peachy King.
Peachy King.
Oh,
I'm
Jana,
sorry.
go on, Jana. Jana has been coming in the kitchen, and she has been working behind the scenes, cleaning produce, prepping produce. And you're absolutely right, Jana. Peachy Keen is a very appropriate juice for children. Its ingredients are peach, orange, and lemon, and apple. And so it's going to be a nice, smooth, sweet juice packed with vitamin C. So Kelly, yes. You can also have strawberry lemonade as well as Peachy King.
So
Thank you, Jana.
Yep, another question for you from Nicole. Forgive me, Nicole. Hedeen, Hedean, and she would like to know, what does your future plan look like for your company, or what are your next short-term steps?
Oh, wow, Nicole, that's a very deep question. My vision for Danie's, really includes us being able to, again, offer juice in our communities that is going to offer some holistic, healthy options for consumers who are looking for something to drink, so you don't have to walk in the store and only grab a pasteurized juice product. You can get in the frozen section or in the refrigerated section. You can grab a Danie's. We really would like to see our juices sold in stores. And, recently, Danie's has embarked on developing a one-to-one coaching program through juicing. And so I really would like to, there's just something about working with people one-on-one that allows you to there is no separation. We're not just physical beings. We're not just emotional beings, we're a full being, and you cannot address the body without addressing the mental, without addressing the spiritual, without addressing the physical. And so, there's something inside of me that receives great reward from working with individuals on a holistic level. And so, again, we've recently started offering one-to-one coaching, still obviously developing, what that looks like. But I also see Danie's offering that, ideally, a wellness center, that has actually been a vision that I've had for probably as long as I can remember. And it's looked different ways depending on what was happening in my life, but a place where people can come and treat the mind, body, and spirit.
I love it. And I have another question.
Do you really love it?
I do. I mean, you, ever since we met at Sunshine, I remember you saying that. So to still like kind of be on that path, I think is awesome. And people need that.
Yeah.
Right. Paula Dillon.
Hi, Paula.
Says,
I met Paula at the farmer's market.
Oh, yes.
At Beverly. We're there on Sundays, 1835 West Longwood, from 8 a.m. until 1 p.m.
Say it one more time.
That's a great market. I love Beverly.
Say it one more time.
1835 West 95th Street. So if you've made it to the Metro, you've gone too far.
Gotcha. And you are there on
Sundays
from
8 to 1 p.m.
Got it. Okay, Paula. She says, what do you recommend for diabetics?
Oh, so we want to stick with green juices for diabetics, and Danie's does have a line of green, but if you are making juices at home, you want to make sure that you are not having a high sugar content. So you want to use very little apple. You probably will need an apple base, or you can also do a cucumber base. So things like spinach, kale, your celeries. So primarily you want to stick with green. I also have a recipe that I've used with a few clients who have come to me with that diagnosis, and there is a particular piece of produce called bitter melon. And it's called bitter melon for a reason. It's in the melon family, but more importantly, you need to know that it is bitter. And so you want to make sure that you're using enough of it, but at the same time sparingly, because it will leave an aftertaste. But it has shown to have medicinal effects to help with diabetes. And so I have made cleanses and juice subscriptions where, I've utilized bitter melon. So that's something that you can probably get at at your local store and add to your juices, or even if you are a person who makes smoothies, that you can make at home. But stick with greens.
Okay. Do you want to take another question, or do you want to move forward?
If we have another question, I love questions.
We absolutely do.
Okay.
So Loren says, my daughter is expecting and she is tired all the time. What juice do you recommend for her?
So she also, and congratulations, Crystal, because I've met your daughter. She is a juice subscription person. And so what would be good for her would be juices that are going to give her a lot of vitamin C. Also, a lot of times during pregnancy, we end up with low iron. And so beets are going to be good for her because they're going to help with the iron levels. And beets also have properties that help with the cardiovascular system. And so they're going to help promote oxygen in the blood. And in turn, they're going to help increase her endurance.
Okay.
So beet juices would be good for her.
Gotcha.
And congratulations.
All right. We have another question from Karen Loudon. Hey there,
Karen.
Hey there, BFM neighbor.
Yep, Karen is, because Karen and her sisters own 3 Apples. They make vegan treats.
Okay.
So they make cookies, lemon bars, pound cakes, vegan products. And they are also at the Beverly Market on Sunday. So come and support. Hey, Karen.
And she says, hey there, BFM neighbor. Wondering how you feel about high or completely raw diets in conjunction with juicing.
Well, I think they complement one another. So let me be sure, raw diets and...
raw diets in conjunction with juicing. So how do you feel about high or completely raw diets in conjunction with juicing?
Yeah, well, again, not again, because I haven't said this. Cold press juicing does not involve heat. And so cold pressed juices are, raw. There's no heat involved. Nothing has been cooked. The process of extracting the juice does not involve heat. The enzymes are still there. And so technically, it is raw. We know that, juicing for most people can be like the introduction into better health, the introduction into changing your diet pattern if you are, interested in moving into vegan or moving into raw. Wherever you go to get education or training or mentorship, they're probably going to start with juicing. So they highly complement one another.
And she said raw vegan.
Okay.
She just added a comment, raw
Yeah.
vegan. Okay, got it. Let me see if there are any other questions in the chat. Thank you everyone for the questions.
Yes, thank you for
so
the
much.
questions.
Shout out Noelle.
Hi, Noelle.
Pretty Dapper Day Spa and Wax Bar. Great information. I'm going to pick up some from the farm on Ogden tomorrow. Can't wait to support you. Thank you, Noelle.
Oh, nice. Thank you. Oh, yeah. Our juices are also found at the farm on Ogden. Thank you, Noelle. I did not mention that. It is a small grocer's market in the Lawndale community, 355 West Ogden. And they have turmeric sunrise, strawberry lemonade, the bomb. I believe they may have some energy. So they have maybe 4 or 5 from the Danie's natural juice blend line. They should have some in the refrigerator section. As well as the freezer section. And if they're out, please go in and ask them to restock.
Stock more.
Yep, say we need Danie's, we want Danie's. Danie's is also on Uber Eats. And I did not mention that. So if you are within the radius, we're stocked at a kitchen on 25th and Wabash. And if you are within a 10-mile radius, east, west, north, south, of that, you can get a courier and delivery for Uber Eats.
Very nice.
Yes.
All right. I think
so.
That's
get your
the
juice.
Questions in the chat.
Yeah.
All right.
And I was just, I just visited my mom, and we were watching the news. And the news was giving reports of COVID-19 in some states in the United States who have recently had major spikes in their numbers. And so I just really want to, impress that it's important that we continue to feed our bodies the medicine that it needs. Things that are going to help continue promote, lung function. And so all natural juices are a great way to get a blast of vitamins and nutrients, in your body, and just keep your immune system, up to par so that it can fight off, what is happening in our environment. Just want to put that in. So, juice is just a great way to keep you healthy and able to fight off disease.
Awesome. I like it. I'm just going to take a second to say, everyone who's listening, if you're in the chat, if you're listening, Facebook, wherever you are, please take a second to like and subscribe if you don't mind.
Oh, yeah, please
really
like and
it.
subscribe. Lawanda, hey, Lawanda, says she loves the green. Oh, she loves the green outfit. Thank you. I thought she was going to say she loved the green juices. Oh, thank you.
It's all right. No, it looks good. Okay.
My man said I look good in jumpers.
And that's all that matters. All right. So I know, so what are we here? We're about 30 minutes in. So I know you had a conversation with a naturopath.
A naturopath.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. I had a great conversation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you care to talk about that, or how you plan on implementing him and his, I guess, practices, if you will, or do you want to save that for another conversation?
There's not a whole lot I want to say about it. I do want to say that it was a great visit. I also want to say, a few things come to mind. This particular doctor had been mentioned to me twice. last year. And, the fear that I held would not allow me to reach out to him. And so twice last year, people were like, you should call, and see if you can collaborate or consult or, whatever. I think would be a good networking. And I was like, and so I didn't do it. And then it happened again. So it happened twice. And then 2 days ago, I was on the telephone on a juicing call, and the client that I was working with mentioned this same doctor, and I was like, okay, universe.
I was going to say, does the universe have to literally
sometimes
hit you over the head?
Sometimes the universe has to hit me over the head, for different reasons. And so I was like, I surrender, universe. Okay. I am going to reach out. And so I reached out, and he was very, very receptive, and actually had a one-on-one with him. And, one of the things that I know is that even the coach needs a coach, even the teacher needs a teacher, even the therapist needs a therapist. And I'm just going to say that we will be working on shifting some mindsets for me.
I like it.
Yeah. And, hopefully we'll have the opportunity to share what's working for me with others. So, there are a couple of things that we're going to work on. But it was a great, great visit. I'll be meeting weekly. And we did some cooking classes.
You were eating? What were you eating?
So we made a kale salad.
Okay.
And we used some ingredients I wasn't familiar with, and it was really good. And I ate a large portion of it today as well. And then we made a turkey sandwich. Of course, it was tofu turkey, vegan cheese, vegan mayo. We coconut oil substituted for the butter. We added some cucumber. It was delicious.
I know. I was on the phone while you were smashing.
I was smashing.
Smashing.
Yeah. And so, again, just really grateful for the presence of mind and the awareness to know, that coaching and mentorship are going to be vital for me to continue to have others deposit into me so that I can do what it is that I believe is my calling, and that's to deposit into others. So I have a mentor who always told me to just stay open.
I like that.
And so I'm just staying open.
Okay.
Yeah.
Martha Newman with
Hey, Martha.
a comment. My experience with Danie is to boost my immune system during the pandemic. Also, I share with my family to stay healthy. And she said she loves your green outfit. Y'all, I'm always like, just put on black because it's easy. But I mean, hey, I'm with the green.
Yeah. So I called her and I said, so you say wear black? And she said, wear what you want, Danie, but I'm always say black.
I'm going to always say black. It's easier.
And I'm like, it's summertime. So thank you guys for the compliment.
All right. One more time. If you're listening, please subscribe,
and share.
Share. And per Kelly, hit the notification bell, please.
Yes. Apparently that's important.
Apparently so. So then people know when we go live.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. All right. Well, what else, Danie? What else do you have?
So I just kind of wanted to talk about, where Danie's was moving into, again, just happy that the farm on Ogden has asked us to, stock the store with juice again. For those who didn't know, we're available on Uber Eats, and, we do our juice cleanses. Is there anyone out there who's done a juice cleanse other than Brunella, who shared her experience, who wants to share? So we do juice cleanses. We offer monthly juice subscriptions. You can find us at farmers markets, and it's just really important, not just because of what's happening, but also because of what's happening, that we are intentional in how we care for ourselves. And, I am sitting here, as a teacher in respects, but I am also speaking to myself. I always talk about there are a lot of things that, I have to work on. And so I'm really, really grateful, like I just said, for the opportunity to meet with someone yesterday to work on some of the things that I need to work on. But it's really important that we are intentional right now with how we care for ourselves, how we show ourselves love. And part of how we show ourselves love is how we treat our bodies. And so to make the choice to eat clean in as much as you can, live food, which is going to give you all of the goodness that the Creator intended for us to have in our diets. I am by no means, I eat cooked food, so I'm not saying to anyone, what they should do. But to make the decision some of the time, to give your body the best that you can by eating clean, by getting those salads in. I mean, it could be as simple as a salad. Adding those vegetables and adding some nuts, adding some berries. Mark brought some blueberries from the market, and I had made a salad, and I added them in the salad, and and he was like, "Oh, thank you." They just like really popped the salad, and so adding berries and adding nuts. Those are just some simple things that don't go overboard with the nuts, but those are just some simple things that we can do to add some goodness, seasoning your foods, with things like turmeric and adding ginger, just and getting those greens in, just really important right now. What we feed our bodies with food and what we feed our bodies, emotionally, or mentally, just not being the recorder of self-doubt, but of self-love and of positivity, and of growth, and of abundance. And, again, I'm not preaching to the choir because I'm also preaching to myself, being in a place that I've never been in before. I'm constantly having to evaluate myself. Did I just react or did I respond? Am I moving in the right direction? And, am I practicing some humility? It's just been really an emotional time for me. And I know that it's not singular. I'm not the only one. So just trying to show myself as much self-love as I can, and asking that you all do the same thing through what you feed your bodies physically, emotionally, spiritually, how you move. I have been so busy with the markets and with the orders, and hitting bumps in the road because we're at a level of production that we haven't been before, meeting the need of the markets, and then waking up in their orders for cleanses and their additional orders, and it's been a lot. And I'm just really grateful to say we've grown and we've added some staff who've shown up for pay, of course, to assist, but I don't have the time that I've had to do some of the things that I enjoy doing. For me, exercise is a form of meditation. When I ride my bike, it's me. I love riding in groups. I love riding with Bae. And I also love just riding with myself. Because when it's me, I'm out there, I'm in nature, I may have music on. If God wants to talk to me like he did last week, he turns the music off. All of a sudden, my Bluetooth went dead and I got all these ideas. And as soon as the ideas flowed, my music came back on. And so I'm in tune enough to know like that was supposed to be what happened, and so for me, exercise is a form of not just for my physical self, but for my spiritual self. And so, Find whatever it is for you. If that's yoga, if that's Pilates, if that's swimming, for me, it's lifting weights and it's riding my bike. Find whatever that is to give yourself the love, because, our bodies are our temple. This is what we have right now. These are our clothes, until we transition into, something else. And so, we have to love it, and again, and I'm speaking to myself, I have to love mine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else?
I just want to say thank you for anyone who took the time, again, out of their evening to join us for Mindset Matters and More with Danie, the Juiceologist. I appreciate your time, your support, and be good to yourself. Be kind. Thank you.